Hi, everyone, and welcome to another edition of Research Meets Reality. I'm Mike Locke, and today we're once again speaking with Omer Minkara, Aberdeen's top analyst, covering our research in the field of customer experience as well as sales and marketing effectiveness. We're also joined by Brian Michelotti, who's Aberdeen's Director of Content Strategy. Omer and Brian, welcome, and great to have you guys with us today.
Thanks, Mike. Great to be here.
Thank you.
So today we are continuing once again on our theme, our topic of AI, and wanted to talk a little bit more specifically about AI in marketing. I know, Omer, this falls into your coverage area, and Brian, this happens to be your field of expertise as well. Omer, there are a lot of different directions we could take with this, and Brian, with generative AI producing content, different generative designs, automation, etc. Omer, to you first, what is your take on AI in marketing and sort of where things stand today?
Yeah. Gosh, where to start? Like you said, there's so many directions to go. But Mike, as you mentioned, so marketing is ever evolving. Marketers in particular are super creative folks that are also held to really high standards in terms of delivering quantifiable impact. So when you look at it from that perspective, there's always been that push for creating more and more and more content that is designed to convert. So AI is really helping open the floodgates for a lot of marketers in the sense that now you're able to ask a tool like Gen AI tool, be it Bard or ChatGPT, to create any article as long as you want, based off of what's publicly available, and that's great. You can ask those tools for keyword suggestions, for SEO, title suggestions. That accelerates content creation, opens up the floodgates for a lot of marketing organizations. On the flip side, though, what you may be sacrificing if you don't have the right content strategy is quality of content. So once you get a piece that's written or generated by Gen AI, how do you ensure the facts that are in there are accurate? What are the sources? Where do they come from? Are they used in the right context? So you may be creating an article about, let's say, the business value of CRM in financial services, and Gen AI pulls one data from financial services publications and another data point on, I don't know, retail as it relates to use of CRM. Brings them together saying financial firms should see the exact same value that retail organizations are seeing out of using CRM. Well, that's not true, right? Every financial firm is different than retail organizations, but Gen AI is not aware of those nuances because it's not intelligent enough as humans. So that's where marketers need to be really careful. If you're delivering content programs that are designed to be quality, that is educating buyers to convert, don't just rely on AI tools. Make sure that the quality, the accuracy of the facts are in there. But having said that, Brian, again, this is also your world where you're deeply immersed in, but also have a lot of experience. So I'd love to hear your take on it as well.
Yeah, thanks, Omer. I think you made some great points there in terms of where AI expedites things. So if we could use AI as a tool to scale up our content, to help us with titles and abstracts, and if we're really kind of stressing out over some writer's block, I think it'll help us kind of come up with some general ideas. But at the end of the day, everyone needs an editor. If someone who looks over content, we have folks who are very smart, writing pieces every day. Human beings, and even their work needs somebody to look over it. So AI is no different than that. And the problem that we're seeing with AI is that people are trusting it the way that we're trusting human beings, and we're trusting it the way that we're even trusting Google search results and other aspects on the internet. So I would just urge folks who are using it to be extremely careful about it. It's an exceptional tool when you're talking about scaling up content, expediting any processes from an administrative perspective. But if you're really relying on this type of a tool to generate your content, and you're not checking that content before it goes anywhere to a mass audience, you might back yourself into a corner as a company. So I definitely put out the word to the wise there. But yeah, that's my 2 cents as someone on the content side of things. Omer, any other thoughts from you or Mike? Would be great.
Yeah, I guess one thing I'd love to add is as a business leader, as a marketing leader, as you're using Gen AI, again, a lot of businesses are experimenting with it still, but have a roadmap, right? So what are the kind of content pieces that you're looking to create using AI? Is it more so, webinar scripts? Is it reports? Is it, social media posts? Again, as Brian, you mentioned, accuracy is important, but also have a calendar, have some topics. So there's a theme, there's also accuracy, and then get user input, right? So, users, Brian, as you mentioned, all of us as consumers have been trained by, if you're searching for something in Google, whatever we see there is fact. It is right. That may not necessarily be the case, but that's the presumption that we're all operating off of. So AI is no longer no different. So have some second thought, have some second perspective. Are those facts or are those results that are generated by AI accurate indeed? Because at the end of the day, the users will judge your brand as opposed to the AI tools that you may be using. You're the interface that they're dealing with. So make sure that you have the steps, editors who can fact check, but also have a plan, a content plan around the themes, the content formats that you're using to engage your buyers.
Yeah. It's funny. Do you mean to tell me that not everything that comes out of a Google search is complete fact? This is this is news to me. It's a great point, though. As we try to feed the insatiable machine of content requirements that the world we live in seems to thrive on, we've got to keep an eye on quality, and particularly in light of the AI capabilities that are now at our disposal. So some very good points there. Watching quality. This was Omer. This was one of the pitfalls that you cited on a prior video that we did on the topic of AI in CX, but it applies just as much in the marketing world. Have a plan. Have processes in place that allow you to sort of fact check and ensure that what you're creating has both the accuracy and the quality, in addition to the volume that you need to support whatever campaigns are being run. So, fantastic points by you both. Thanks to everyone watching, and be sure to follow Aberdeen as we bring more of our perspective here on AI. Whether it's in information security or infrastructure or CX in Omer's space. We've got a lot to say on the topic, and look for more as we move forward in the coming weeks and months. Thanks everyone for watching.